is that when it happened? Does anybody know? Is that when it actually happened? That was a while ago, yeah. Yeah. But does he also have the hand? Yeah. You still do? Do you have it right now?
Yes.
Just hey.
All right, this is not a Sebastian.
Supernatural trivia, though.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Supernatural trivia. Does anybody recognize or come to recognize later the girl who didn't see her? Yeah. Oh, really?
I worked with her an entire day, and I was like, still to go.
I was walking down the hallway like, I'm going to tell them a little ditty. They're not going to know. They're like, yeah, Bender's
It's like every time you come on the show, you try and kill me.
Oh, and I have a fun, for those who have run across us during the season before, I usually don't have facial hair, but this is the first episode of episode 17 here in season 7, where Sam has a little bit of facial hair. Yeah. It's not good. I realize.
All morning, makeup ain't good.
Darkening it,
yeah.
all the old like theater tricks. No, but it's not for a good reason. Sam's kind of falling apart a little bit on us. Yeah, and I realized I forget every time the summer ends, every time we're during the season, it's shave every day, and I forget how much it doesn't grow in. I was like, yeah, sweet, like I'm not gonna shave and stuff, it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm gonna look like Lorenzo Lamas. It doesn't come in, I don't look like Lorenzo Lamas.
Yeah. It looks like 1980 porn stash.
That's all it grows. What else has been fun this weekend? What else is? Was that when all the ballyhoo went down? Or was that... The tomfoolery? Yeah. We were the. Which one?
I bought that shirt off.
Did you?
Many people did.
It's like turning into like a Chippendale show.
That guy hits the gym. Did y'all pay for his man to take the shirt off? Spade? I love that people are like, Matt, I'll buy your shirt. Like, Richard, I'll buy it. Just keep it on. How much do we gotta pay you to not take it off? We would have joined you guys. We were shooting all night Friday. We shot till about, what, Clippy? What time were you home, Clippy? 2? Clippy? Yeah, you, ball. He's yes. What, when did we shoot till? Saturday? Friday? What time was it?
I missed the question, sorry.
Was
So,
it?
in Egypt.
You play soccer.
Yes.
No, when did we get home on Friday? 2?
Oh, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, 2 o'clock. So we were making it 4 o'clock national time. So we were up karaoke and just in a different.
And then 8:40 flight.
Yeah, and we were 350 pounds overweight leaving Vancouver. We had a tight connection in Minnesota.
They come on.
No, I didn't have to get off the plane.
They come on the other guy, and the captain's like, well, folks, we got some interesting. We were actually 315 pounds overweight. And both Jared and I, Cliff! And immediately, he didn't even look up. He's like, shut up!
Everybody around us starts laughing. They're like, hey, you know that guy, right? He's with us. But they burned off fuel, which amazed me. It seems a lot of 315 pounds of fuel that they took us to a tarmac and just sat there revving the engine. It seems kind of costly.
Which made us about 45 minutes delay, which means when we got to Minneapolis with the connection. Yeah, we ran
Connection?
to the airport.
She likes the word connection.
Then you can appreciate this. We landed and pulled up to F terminal and had to get to C. I mean, from one end to this. So all 3 of us.
Didn't stop and wait, see if we're going to hit the train in time. We were walking, and I don't know if you guys have flown there, but the train kind of is right outside the window, mirroring you. So we're walking like, okay, we have 2 seconds to wait, it's not here. So walk some more, and then we're getting passed out. Oh, pretty impressed. There was a guy wearing like
It
jogging
was not
shorts.
fun. It was not fun.
But I wonder, what about the guy in the sweatpants? Or the tracksuit?
Yeah.
It's like he knows how to fly.
You know, he's apparently not the
It was like a random guy like running wind sprints up and down the with his luggage. I was like, that's what we should have worn.
There's nothing better when you're like running through an entire airport and then you get onto this little plane and sit in the seat and you just start.
Next to the guy.
Hi, sir, can I get you anything?
We are hurrying. We're gonna miss the flight. And so we're walking, and just a little behind us. And we hear, hey, that's the Dean brothers. And we were in such a hurry that we were like going. And I'm like, you would have said Sam brothers, you got yourself a picture. That's the Dean brothers.
We didn't turn around either. We were just bolted past them. Hey, it's the Dean brothers. I'm like, not today!
What's it? I'm sorry.
I said, maybe they thought you were Paul and Dean.
Very possible. My
Well,
excuse was,
he brought up a good point, which he was Dean and Gilmore.
Yeah.
So it was, it was a stretch.
I started flashing the hair. And... Sorry, I stopped in my hair. Cap back on, it's all good. Anybody have anything they want to yell at us while we're here?
How's
Just a
Jack?
fan, yes.
I'm good, thank you.
For those who are new, for the newbies who are confused by what's occurred, I like to say I have a good circulatory system. What that translates to is I can sweat in the snow. I'm actually planning on this. By the end of the talk, I'm doing it here. Thank you. This is going to be amazing.
I will say though, in regards to his profuse sweating, it's much nicer coming here in February than it was coming here in June.
Oh, and I guess
It was a little moist.
yeah. I don't think it was a little moist. It was the bit. We grew up in Texas, so we're no strangers to humidity. Yeah. But that having been said, we've been spoiled in Los Angeles for a few years, and then up in Vancouver. And so here, I forget how, and you locals remember, but you kind of take a shower to dry off. And, I feel nice and crispy. You walk outside and you are drenched.
Never really get dry.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Just kind of listen.
But it's great for my complexion. What is it? Sorry.
Yes, question.
Hey, Jensen, have you driven the new baby yet?
Have I driven the new baby yet?
Yeah, like in the dude in the car.
Yeah, I got it. I didn't assume she was talking about a toddler.
Yeah, do they come with wheels? Is that I have one coming up, so you can actually drive the baby. I feel like it's something I should know.
Unfortunately, we haven't driven it on the show yet. But yes, in fact, my head was under the hood 2 days ago.
Yay.
Tinkering, so it's
Licking the oil.
yeah, just like stroking and just like soon, baby, soon. It's they put they sunk about gosh, I don't know, 20, 30 grand into it. Yeah, we put a big block engine in.
About stinking time, right?
Some batteries, some suspension, redid a whole bunch of stuff with chrome on it, so it's ready to go. I'm excited for it.
And now they went from spending 20 to 30 grand on it to spending 20 to 30 grand in storage fees.
Yeah.
Not using. When is it coming?
I don't. I was talking to Bob Singer about it the other day. He was like, soon. I'm like, don't mess with me. I need my car back.
And hey, when we get a chance to thank y'all in person, thanks for our People's Choice Awards. Yeah, our favorite is when we get the heads up from the powers that be. We're like, yeah, That's what we do.
Brushing off the shoulder. No big deal.
Yeah, no big. Well, that was really awesome, guys. Thank y'all.
Next year they should invite you.
Hey, that's an omelet.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
What's funny is that I
What is
actually
this?
It's a card. It's from your entire NashCon family.
Do we need Cliffy to check for anthrax? Do we need Cliffy to check for anthrax? Open it. Open it towards me.
Go first.
Wow. I imagine y'all have all seen this, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You have to read all your sections out loud.
I have to read it out. All of them?
Jared, you're so much cuter than Jensen. Love Cliff. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
I like this one. Sam, Dean, and Castiel would love a chance on the show.
What do you want to do?
Look at that.
You can try to talk. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.
I also love to see. Congrats, comma. Matt Cohen needs a job.
Love
Love
that.
Matt Cohen. Love M. Cohen. No, that's really cool.
They sent the awards up to the show, and Jim Michaels, our producer up there, put them on one of the stages and set up like a backdrop and stuff.
Probably a professional photographer.
So all the crew members got to go come up and hold those awards and take their pictures. So they all got to have that
Yeah.
that memory, and it was all because of you guys. So on behalf of them and us, thank you.
Yeah. You brought us down some, oh, what about just scheduling conflicts? We were shooting that day. It was shot on Wednesday, right?
What's that?
The People's Choice.
Yeah.
We were shooting that day. Couldn't get off, but the next day, I got off and actually went down to do the TCAs and fly. So it's been a hectic year, but it's been a big push because we, as you guys know, we're in season 7, and that's when a lot of shows start to say goodbye.
Wait, what did you say?
Have a sip. No, but we don't want to say goodbye. So we were trying not to. We're doing a lot of extra press and stuff like that this year that we maybe would have not done before. And I'm playing nice because pretty soon I'm gonna probably need some time off. So, what do you want Warner Brothers to fly down at 9 a.m. and fly back at 9 p.m.? Sure. That way, when I'm driving the baby, poop in his pants.
Well, they're loading you up right now.
Yeah.
They've been the past couple episodes that we filmed. We're on 17 right now. Have been a little bit more Sam-centered. So
They've been carbo loading Sam Winchester.
and I think that's in preparation for them getting more Dean-centric around due date time, so that he can split off
Yeah.
and do whatever he's gonna do. Yeah, so it's nice that the writers and the producers are looking at them like that, looking at the writers like that. It's good. It's good to be part
And I
of
think
it.
they know that we can, because I think they know that they can, because they know that y'all guys have our back no matter what. Even if it's just gonna be Jensen through the episodes. Just kidding. No,
Take it easy. Take it easy.
No, I'll certainly be there. That's boring scheduling stuff. What else, guys? You'll have our undivided.
Yes.
With the hand.
Can I show you guys something?
Will my wife or mother be pissed?
We don't have any beads. I don't.
Is this like a Sebastian question, or is it
What?
Please.
I have Nigerian pygmy goats.
Will you say that slower?
When I got Mama and her 2 boys, what do y'all think the name of the boy?
Jensen and Ackles. Nothing says pygmy goat like Jensen and
Nigeria.
Ackles. Yeah, Cliffy's right behind you. He's gonna steal that from you. Yeah. He's the one with the arms.
When I got them, they were like 4 months old, but they're so tiny. And so I put dog collars on them, and so I had Eating and Green, and then Sammy had orange. Well, when they got bigger, they're about, I don't know how big they are.
They're what?
Washington.
Pygmy goats.
Man, and Sam's walking along this mountain.
Wait, Dean and Jared? Let's call him Sam or something. Dean Winchester and Jared.
And the Dean one's bigger?
Congratulations on your pygmy goat. What, Nigerian pygmy goat? Are there a lot of Nigerian pygmy goat collectors here? Oh, I was like, you gotta be kidding. Wow. You got them all over the place. Right under the table. Smell this chloroform. It's a bad joke. Does this rag smell like chloroform to you?
Let's cheers, pick up mine.
Yes, how are you?
You were more hand-to-hand combat, like in skin.
Yes.
Versus.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
did
big time.
What was yeah, I guess it was Skip, the where brothers fought brother, where we had that big over the pool table fight. Yeah, that was, and we had rehearsed that. Brad like came in on like a Saturday or something.
Yeah.
Actually, and rehearsed all the movements and everything. And it was,
Keep it going.
I wouldn't really like to do that, but I would definitely like to have more of that combat stuff. We don't do too much of that. Although we are getting back, we're doing some serious stunts in the episode we just did, and
This current one.
and the one we're doing right now. Our poor stunt doubles are earning their money.
Yeah.
This month.
Yeah, they're picking it up.
Yeah. Dean goes flying into a few things. And Dean always gets the crap beat out of him. Which, yeah, and by women. It doesn't matter.
But Dean the pygmy goat, no one messes with him.
Oddly enough, it's by a female again this time. Yeah, I get thrown into a bookcase, and then I get dropped onto a wooden table that splits, and then thrown through a set of French doors.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Todd, my stunt double, was having to do most of this. And you weren't there, the table didn't break. So imagine, if you will, he was on a riser, much like these things that we're standing on, but at the level of the table. So he was at the same height as the table, and basically running off it, jumping up as high as he can, and landing in the center of this big, maybe 7 foot.
It's basically like doing on ground. It's basically like running.
And trying to split it with his back, and it was supposed to score, which, so it was cut on the other side, so it was supposed to just fold in like that, and it did not. And so you just hear this, and Todd just kind of rolls off the table. And I was like, oh, dude. He's like, yep. And this is a guy who's been doubling me since Dark Angel. So over 10 years, this guy's been doubling me.
He's a tough cookie.
And I've never once heard him say, "I'm not okay."
We do hear the phone calls next day where he's like, yeah, I broke a few things, but
Yeah. He's done like car hits and stuff, and he'll be like, "No, I'm good." And then I'll hear the next time he'll show up like a week later. I'm like, "How you feeling after that hit?" And he's like, "Oh, I broke 3 ribs." And I'm like, "Well, you got to go through this like door today."
You said you're okay.
He's like, "Yeah, I know." And I'm like, "Your ribs aren't healed." He's like, "Yeah." So the guy just has his pain threshold must be way stronger than most of ours. But anyway, he did the table again, didn't break again. And again, got up and was like, and he's a few years older than me, so he's not like, he's not popping up like he used to 10 years ago. Yeah, he's not 20 years old, but, and finally the third time, he was like, it's going down. I'm going down. And he got twice the height of the jump, and just wrecked the thing, and it was, so painful.
And then he had to go through the doors. Then he had to go
Yeah, and then he had to get up and then do the stunt through the French doors. And I was like, "How are you going to do this?" He's like, "I can tell you one thing. All of those doors are coming down." He was so upset about the table, but yeah, he
But yeah, we're hoping to
It's
do
done.
more like that. We're hoping to do more. I know I certainly miss kind of the hand-to-hand
combat stuff,
combat. And it kind of toughed the guys up a little bit. It's kind of, the show's changed a little bit because we're no longer fighting things that can get
That
beat
you
up.
can, yeah, that you can fight hand to hand. It's-
Like the benders when you're fighting humans. You can fight them, you know. These other creatures, kind of difficult. Yes.
Do you like Cowboy Dean or 40s Dean better?
Cowboy Dean or 40s Dean?
Yeah, I can't decide. It was great. Yes.
That was a pretty cool episode, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with all that. I thought Phil did a great job directing it, getting that whole look, and it was pretty cool. But you know, I like both of them a whole lot, but I'd probably end up having to go with the cowboy.
Did we still have a backlog for 40's episode?
We did, yeah, we used the backline.
Have we told y'all about the backlog that we just lost? So we call it the backlog. It's a few blocks away from the stage. And those who've been to Vancouver and have been around their stages, it was originally the Watchmen stage. It was like the Watchmen town.
Watchmen set. It was the New York set that the movie The Watchmen used.
And we use it all over the place. We've used it in the 40s.
Multiple shows.
Yeah,
Like,
multiple
Fringe
shows.
uses it. There's several shows in town that have used it, but it was never supposed to be
Up for so long.
up. It was a temporary. It was just supposed to be put up for the
Bunch of
movie
sounds.
and then put down. So it's been up for 5 years now.
Yeah, and there was a huge windstorm, and I think Fringe was setting up their construction there because they're going to be shooting there the next day, and the windstorm blew down a huge facade, like as high as the roof, and almost killed a few people. So they shut the backlot down. So now we have to find a different place.
Well, they called in inspectors basically, and the engineers they were like, this is not work safe, so they basically shut it down. But I think there's, am I not mistaken, look, there's a project coming in town, a movie coming in town that's going to, big movies coming in town right now that's going to reinforce
Like Hero?
everything and hopefully get it back to working conditions. What's that?
Seventh Son.
The what?
Seventh Son.
Seventh Son?
Seventh Son.
Anybody know what that is?
Maybe, I think I've read the books.
Oh, really?
If it's the
Biggest
series,
one ever shot.
is it science fiction? Yes.
Who's
Yeah.
that? Do we know?
Yeah,
don't know what
Jensen
cast.
is the author.
It's like a $300 million budget.
$300 million.
Oh,
They should be able to fix that right up there.
way in the back. You've had your arm up so nice.
I just want to know what it was like to work with Nicholas Lee.
With Nick Lee?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was good, you know. He's for those of you who watched X-Files, he was obviously a big part of that. So having one of those, it's kind of kindred spirits when it comes to X-Files. There's a lot of crew members that we had that worked on the show. Obviously, Kim Raynor is a big tie. So to have one from that family come over and work with us was it was cool. And there was he knew a lot of people, a lot of the crew because he'd obviously worked with them before. But I thought I was kind of like not intimidated, but I was looking. I guess I was kind of like, ooh, is Nick here yet? Because I was a fan of his work on the show as well. So it was cool. He was fun to work with, and I thought he did a good job playing Ness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
What about Chad Everett?
Chad, I didn't get to work with Chad because he played Dean. Yeah, he said he sat down and watched. I mean, we obviously got to talk and sit down, but he actually came to the set and watched me do my scenes and just sat behind the monitors and just observed me, which is a little weird. Because it wouldn't just stop with, when they yelled cut. Like, he would kind of watch me walk to my chair. And he was just like picking up my walk, picking up my, And
I heard him at one point go, "Oh my God, that's Eric Brady."
check out the stairs. Look good. He was hoping for a bigger laugh on that one. But I thought Chad did a great job and a wonderful man. Very cool. I wish he got to come back and play around a little bit more.
And a great old school actor, a great guy from the days when it was all, there's nothing done visual effects. If he wanted to get physical, he wanted to get tired, he wanted to get, you want to really get into the scene and feel it. And it's nice because a lot of times we'll have people come onto the show, and just out of respect, they kind of don't approach Jensen and I to work hand in hand, so to speak. Like they kind of see themselves, hopefully know nothing we do, but they're like, okay, I'm here for an episode, I'm just going to do my job and not get in the way. Which is fine, and if that's their method, I'm not going to change it. But we really like when people come and they want to play and they want to work and they want to get gritty and dirty and add to us, because it also adds to Sam and Dean, and it's a chance for Jensen and Jared and Sam and Dean to explore new relationships and new parts of their character that they might otherwise not have a chance.
Remember we had that recently with Kevin McNally.
Yeah.
He came on, Frank Devereaux. And he came on with such a strong
Character.
yeah, such a strong commitment to this character, and such a decisive way of playing it, that it was really refreshing for Jared and I, because he was such a force in the room, and we just kind of sat back and ooh, all right, we get to play here. It's really fun when you get moments like that with new actors.
And it was supposed to catch Sam and Dean off guard, and it caught Sam and Dean off guard, because you get in there and he's got his kind of old grizzled accent, and he's kind of curvy and kooky, and he knew his stuff backwards and forwards, so.
Yeah.
Yes, you choose.
I thought right here. Perfect. Yeah.
So, if Supernatural ever ends, not that I wanted to, would you be going back to playing Everett Brady?
I hope so. Yeah, I don't know. Many years ago when I left that show, they said that they weren't going to recast the role, and it was always there for me when I wanted it. So who knows? Never rule anything out. It is one of the only shows.
Which one's got canceled?
I think that a lot has to do with Allison Sweeney.
All My Children got canceled? One My Children?
They're a dying breed right now.
Yeah.
I remember when I was on, there were 11 shows. There's what? 3 or 4? Instead, yeah.
So speaking of mass destruction and getting dirty, what's it like having Misha back on the set?
Destructive.
I haven't got to work with
It's he's not here. I know he's not here. He's not this morning, but it's very refreshing. He's one of the family. So whenever you get the band,
We've missed him as much as y'all have.
yeah. Whenever you get the band back together, it's always fun. Hopefully we get more of them. In fact, I was telling Bob that I was like, so season 8. Benedict.
Yeah, we'd like to see him back, so.
We gotta get picked up. She's still on, she's rad. All right, they're pulling the plug.
Okay. Morning, guys. Thank you. We'll see y'all guys again later.
Absolutely.